So could we expect to see the second stimulus package get official approval by this Friday? Now, the start of this week has definitely been disappointing to say the least. After 7 meetings totaling only a dozen hours, top Democratic leaders and White House negotiators are finally putting some offers on the table. The politicians have been treating the lives and the welfare of the American people just like a game, except in this game, they literally control the rules and we are just the pawns and the players that feel the outcome of whatever they decide to do. I know for most of you guys, it feels like they are just playing with our feelings and they are literally kicking us into a hole. It's been a roller coaster of emotions, and if you guys have been watching these videos up until the very beginning, I just want to say thank you all so much for tuning by another one. I do understand that many of the people are sad, frustrated, pissed off, and just going through these flurry of emotions. And as a content creator, as someone who's been doing research on this for the past few weeks, I understand where you guys are coming from, and I feel the pain. We're going to make this video very easy to understand. We're going to start with the good, and then we're going to get into the bad, and then I'm going to wrap this up with where we are and what we should expect this coming Friday. First of all, the good news, dun 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 dun. Now the deadline has been officially set for the end of the week in coming to an agreement for the next stimulus package. Now, this may not have been intentional because they are literally having a deadline on going back onto recess for the members of Congress. So whether this was intentional because of that recess that is coming up or not, the deadline is still set to be on Friday, and they are looking to get things wrapped up by then. There's still a very long way for them to reach an agreement, but it looks like things are finally kicking into gear. The pressure is building, and the viewers of this video, just like you, our voices are actually getting heard. Senator John Cornyn, a Republican from Texas, went ahead and stated, "How do you think it looks for us to be back home when this is unresolved?" He is talking about the recess that is coming up that many of our leaders in Congress are supposed to go back to. They know that when they return home, they're not going to have the best experience with the people, understanding that they did not get that much progressions while they were in DC. Now, on top of that, re-election is coming up as well, and they know that this may be a big factor in determining whether or not they may actually get re-elected or they're going to put someone else new in office. Let me know how you all feel right now with our current representatives in office. Have they been doing a good job? Have they been doing all that they can? Or are they really not doing what we expect them to do? And should we vote them all out of office as the people of the United States? Senator John Cornyn also went ahead and stated, "This is the most important thing we need to be doing." There's a clear emphasis that they all understand the importance of this. The question is, are they going to actually do it or not, though, in a timely manner? Now, in another interview, Senator Lisa Murkowski, a Republican from Alaska, went ahead and stated, "As I look to where we are, I feel the same discouragement, despair. Despair that we're here on the 4th of August. We don't have the answers to people right now, so we're going to keep working." Mark Rubio also went ahead and noted, "We're going to have to move toward each other to get something done." All I'm going to say is actions speak louder than words. Republicans, Democrats, Congress, House members, it doesn't matter where you are. Everyone is talking about what they need to do, but the more important thing is they're not doing what they're saying that they should do. Can I even talk properly? Actions speak louder than words. We're just going to end it like that. Don't give us all this crap about what you're going to do or what needs to happen when you're literally not doing what you're saying. I think stating these things and not actually furthering the progressions on getting people money is actually making you look even worse than just saying, "Look, we understand that we're not doing the best job. We've been completely awful the past few weeks. This is a hard job. Come to a realization of your faults. Don't give us false promises and let us know exactly the initiatives you're taking in order for something to get passed." Every time you set a new deadline, every time you come out with a new proposal and nothing actually happens after that, that is what triggers the American people. That's what actually gets people upset. So don't make these false expectations and don't tell people what they want to hear if you're not going to follow up on it. Yesterday on Tuesday, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and Mark Meadows by far said they had the most productive meeting this entire week. They've said this many times before, but I guess every other time they say they've had the most productive meeting, it's just an even more productive meeting than the last. I'll take their word on it. If they claim it's their most productive meeting than their Monday one, which was also another very productive meeting, I'll take their word on it. But let's please just start seeing some type of actual definitive work on what these productive meetings entail. So their definition of this past productive meeting is the exchange of actual papers on both sides. Now, That's how low the bar has actually been set. They've actually been so far behind in their negotiations that they have not even been able to exchange physical pieces of paper. So yesterday on Tuesday, I would consider this good news. They've actually started slapping each other in the face with extra pieces of paper moving forward in this negotiation. In my opinion, this is where we should have been a week ago when the HEALS Act was first introduced, but you know what? Snail's pace. We're going to work with this. So here is what happened in those exchanges. What this entailed was the White House making some official negotiations and offers and stepping in and trying to come to an agreement with the latest progressions on eviction moratoriums and unemployment boost benefits. Because right now what we're hearing is that Nancy Pelosi is very firm on that $600 amount. Now I could go on a whole tangent on this stating how, look, if both sides are trying to come to a negotiation, this means you cannot just be firm on what stance you're going to be. If both sides are firm and they're not actually moving, no progressions are actually that's not a negotiation. That's just you standing there. You understand? Anyways, the White House went ahead and made an offer for $400 for the unemployment boost benefits. This is $200 less than the $600 amount that we've seen in the past with the CARES Act. Let me know down below how you feel about the $400 amount. Is this the middle ground? Do you like this? Do you not? Now, on top of that, they're looking to extend the eviction moratoriums until mid-December. The people that they are estimating to get evicted from whether it's a residential or a commercial building is in the upper 20 millions of people. Now, it takes about 30 days for a process like that to officially go through. They need to send in the paperwork, just like in the movies. They got to slap on the eviction notice. It takes a little bit of time for that to go through, but we should not wait for something like that to happen. We do not want to see people going homeless in the streets while they're trying to make up their minds on an entire stimulus package. So the White House is coming out with these other negotiation offers. In addition to that, they do want $200 billion for state and local funding for our government. The argument right now is that Republicans are saying, look, you guys had billions upon billions of dollars within the first CARES Act that you haven't even used up properly. Why do you want an additional $20 billion amount? Now, in this past week, we've also heard a lot of news from President Trump. He's been in the news quite a bit this past week. I feel like it's definitely his highlight reel with all the things going on, and his recent interview that he did with Axios. Man, he's having a field day this week. So if no one can come to an agreement, President Trump is stating that he will use his executive action as president in order to get something passed. Now, Republicans see this as a leverage point in using this for furthering their negotiations and understanding that, look, we have a president who is also a Republican on our side, which has this power. Democrats are pretty much laughing in their face saying, like, look, that's not realistic. He has executive action. He has privileges in order to do that. But in this instance, with a package this big, we don't believe that he's actually going to be able to do anything with that power. Now, the silver lining out of all of this is that Republicans, Democrats, and even our president are in favor for the people in trying to get something passed. Mitch McConnell has made it very clear that it is an absolute necessity to get something passed within the next week. Another senator, Susan Collins, went ahead and told reporters yesterday, if we can't get this done in the midst of a persistent pandemic, then we have failed the American people. She also went ahead and said, I am optimistic that we will be able to get it done. This is your news for today. As we approach the end game, how do you all feel? Are you excited that we may see something passed? Are you excited that if this does get passed, people will start seeing stimulus checks in their bank account by the end of the month? Or are you frustrated? Are you pissed off? Or are you just numb? I would say I'm kind of like in between all of them as I read the news, and every day I get good news and then bad news and then good. I'm just kind of, I'm kind of numb to this at this point. Please let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Like always, if you all have not yet dropped a like on this video, and if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, don't forget to do that. I've been doing a ton of research on these videos just to help you guys out, just to give you guys the inside information. Very easy to understand for the week on what you need to know for the next stimulus check package. So if any of you guys appreciate this, don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe. It really does help out the channel. Like always, thank you all so much for tuning by another video. Stay blessed, stay positive, stay safe out here. Hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.